Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the third of the IFS UK and Ireland User Group Summer Conference events. We ran our first two events last week and had over 60 people in attendance, which is great. This is a replacement for the annual conference 2020, which we unfortunately had to cancel. We're very sad not to be seeing everybody this year and hope that our summer conference will help make up for the absence of an actual conference this year. I hope we find you all safe and well in these strange times. Virtual events are a new thing to the user group, so please forgive us if we have any teething problems. We've had a practice run which went well, so fingers crossed. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amanda Miller and I'm the manager of the user group. The user group is run by a committee of volunteers who all work for IFS customers. We also have a couple of committee members who work for IFS and who assist us with liaison between the members and the company. The user group is independent of IFS, which allows us the freedom to react to requests from our members. And as members, we need you to stay in touch with us and let us know if ever you have any concerns or requests that you would like us to follow up on your behalf. The presentation today has been supplied by our partner Pagero, and the title is Achieve 100% Digital Flows. It covers how to achieve 100% digital flows of orders, invoices and other message types within your buying and selling processes with Pagero Automated Trade Platform for IFS. If you've got any questions during the presentations, please use the questions and answers option on the right of your screen. If you're registered anonymously, please add your name because we won't ask anonymous questions to the presenter. I will put all the questions to our presenter at the end of the presentation. If we don't manage to get through all the questions, we will ask for them to be answered after the event. The event today will be recorded and the recording will be available to all members on our website a few days after the event. So that leaves me to introduce our speaker, James Four. Currently, he's in his second year at Pagero with over 10 years experience in the IT industry, either in sales or in project management role, of which 5+ years of that was in e-invoicing and P2P automation selling. So I shall hand you over to James.
Thank you very much, Amanda, and good morning, everybody. I'm hoping you can see my screen.
You will be in a minute.
Okay.
There we are.
There we are. Perfect. So before I begin, I just want to reiterate what Amanda alluded to earlier on. So I'd like to bring some context into this presentation and essentially set the scene. So as you've all heard about digital disruption and currently reeling from the effect of societal, economic and political shifts, which create an increasing level of market uncertainty and business turbulence. Being flexible and agile in your company processes is more vital for your business now more than ever before. So in this presentation, I'll explain how using Pagero services can help improve your AP back office processes by automating the traffic of your supplier invoices, and you can continue to do so even in the face of disruptions that are out of your control. So Pagero's vision, before I carry on, is we make buying and selling easy. So no matter where, how or who you do business with, we help our customers connect with any business partner anywhere in the world through a single connection to our global, secure, open, cloud-based network. So a bit of background with our relationship with IFS. We've been an IFS global partner since early 2000 and we have a standard integration with IFS 7.5 onwards, where currently over 150 IFS clients are benefiting from using Pagero in conjunction with their IFS applications. This current agreement reinforces the long-standing collaboration as both companies gear up to offer customers a new generation of easy-to-use, innovative solutions for digitizing business operations. So today we'll be looking at supplier invoice handling, but it's also worth noting that we can also help customers with both their P2P and order to cash processes by digitizing and automating the document flows. When I'm talking about documents, I mean purchase orders, invoices, credit notes, etc. Our multi-channel compliance services makes it easy for our customers to become and remain locally compliant, no matter where business may take them. So it's good to give you a visual representation of where we fit in the invoice flow, and to provide some context and clarity for those on this call. So in order to get the best out of your Pagero investment, IFS customers should implement the e-invoice approval workflow module. This can be done either in conjunction with your Pagero solution in the event you haven't done so. And by having this in place, what we'll do is Pagero will deliver your invoice files straight into your workflow, where from there it will be digitally matched and authorized by the workflow module before continuing its journey into your IFS environment. So to take a look at the solution, the Pagero online platform is cloud-based, which means that there is no local implementation required, so no use of any physical servers on your premises. Due to our service being cloud-based, implementation can be done remotely, where our implementation team will liaise and support you wherever your location may be. And this is also testament in our experience in global implementations as well. So once technical setup has been completed, you can start receiving your invoices in various ways from your suppliers, with many not requiring much manual intervention on your side. The suite of sending options for your suppliers include the Pagero data capture via email. Invoices that are emailed to you will be rerouted to our managed OCR service, which is handled by our data capture team instead of your in-house AP team, as it currently is. So how does our managed data capture service bring value to your organization? Well, upon receiving your supplier's emailed invoice, it is Pagero's responsibility to ensure the invoice data is accurately extracted at line level, quality checked, and converted to an electronic file to be received promptly into your IFS environment. By removing and managing some of the manual procedures that you currently face in your invoice processes means we ensure your AP department runs more harmoniously by achieving greater operational efficiencies, regardless of any external factors that could run the risk of disruption. Your suppliers will also have the opportunity to use our supplier portal for our PO Flip invoice key-in service. Your suppliers have the option to receive their purchase orders from you electronically via the free portal service. Once your suppliers have signed up to a new account and you've approved their request to connect with you, they will be notified of any new POs you send electronically and will have full visibility of the order in the portal, where they can either send confirmations to yourselves and ultimately flip the order into an invoice. With our invoice key-in service, suppliers can manually key in their invoice, where the service will be configured to your requirements so that any mandatory information you require on your invoices will need to be completed by the supplier. No invoices can be sent if any key information is missing. So once completed and submitted by the supplier, they will also have full visibility of the invoice they have sent. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to give you a quick view of the user interface. So this is what the Pagero online portal for your suppliers will look like. Once they have registered their accounts, they can look through the supplier directory, and here they can search for new customers either by name or VAT and request to connect. Once their request has been approved, the supplier can now create new invoices by selecting the recipient from the drop down here, for example. And here they can choose the invoice type, whether it's a debit or credit note. There's also the potential to also create templates, which will save time when it comes to sending repeat invoices to the same customer. So this is what a blank invoice key-in invoice looks like. So as I alluded to earlier, there are red asterisk fields in this particular template. So the supplier will need to complete this information. Without doing so, they won't be able to send the invoice. And from here, they can also attach any further supporting documents if they're required by yourselves. So going back to the start, your suppliers can also manage their orders. So they'll be notified of any new orders they receive from yourselves. And from here, they'll be able to look up the order and essentially show that it's been accepted by sending a delivery confirmation, and also flip the order into an invoice. On top of that, we have a network of over 4.5 million businesses. That's our e-invoice enabled. So they're ready to start sending e-invoices to you, and you're free to connect to them as well. Pagero will interoperate with many purchase-to-pay service providers as well. Our open network and interoperability agreements with other service operators means you can reach any trading partner through our network, regardless of their network or service provider. If I were to simplify this term, the best way to look at this is how we take for granted that we're able to phone or text via our mobile to colleagues, business partners and friends, no matter which network we are looking to connect to and regardless of location. And lastly, we can set up a system-to-system connection for your suppliers. This is aimed usually at the large invoice volume suppliers via EDI connection to provide another channel of invoice ingestion into your IFS environment. Real-time validation and correction is there to ensure that all crucial data is present and correct for automatic invoice processing. Content validation and enrichment is something that is automatically built once the platform has been configured, and the rule is triggered each time an e-invoice passes through. So with our data validation service, this ensures the accuracy of invoices before data is pushed into your IFS for processing. This means only invoices with correct data are processed, reducing error handling and saving you both time and money. A popular example is having purchase order, a mandatory requirement. If that is missing from the invoice, it is rejected back to the supplier for correction. Our data enrichment services removes unnecessary manual data correction and entry by setting up automated business rules to standardize data and delegate oversight authority to specific users helps to reduce invoice handling time and errors. Our analytics integration can be a powerful optimization tool for your purchasing department also. Because all invoices are processed through the Pagero online platform, regardless of how your suppliers admit them, we give you full access to the data in our dashboard service. From here, you can ascertain what you are buying, if you're buying from the right vendor, and where you can make potential cost savings. All these questions can be answered by analysing the invoice data that is collected and presented via our dashboard service. We can also integrate with any existing business information tool that you may use also. So with Pagero, in order to receive full automation, there's no leap of faith with the Pagero project. We will work with you to create a digital evolution project that fits your business goals and requirements. We then work in partnership with you to deliver a project where we'll endeavour to bring everything to budget and time frame, and leveraging our expertise. ROIs, quick and shared outcomes are always realised. So when you start using our AP services, one of the most important things to do is also increase the volume of true electronic transactions. This is beneficial both to you and your suppliers, and there's also the commercial benefits as well. Only then will you be able to further streamline your invoice handling processes and get the maximum use out of our services. So when it comes to supplier onboarding, not all companies have the time nor bandwidth to contact their customers or suppliers to get them to start sending their invoice messages electronically, especially when it comes to international onboarding. This can be time consuming and resource heavy on your organization. At Pagero, this is where we have many years experience of helping our customers to connect their suppliers to their suppliers, regardless of country or industry. Our in-house onboarding team have conducted well over 500 onboarding projects, and each is bespoke to our customers' goals and targets. We will help profile your supplier base to determine which suppliers to prioritize before campaign kickoff, for example. And we'll also create the necessary collateral and co-branded stationery to be used to communicate to your supplier base. Ultimately, we'll work with you to find the right strategy that works for you. So there are numerous success factors, but I just want to bring to your attention to some key ones as well from this slide. So without procurement's involvement or even lead of the project, the campaign will have limited success because suppliers are ultimately guided by procurement's influence because they're the ones that have the best relationship. We need to ensure internal stakeholder commitment is unified in the message for when we reach out to your suppliers. And also it's best to have clear deadlines in order to extend some sort of urgency to the project so that we know that the suppliers can work towards an end goal rather than this being a project that will just continue on without any real benefits from that. So in closing, a brief overview of Pagero and who we are. We're HQ'd in Gothenburg in Sweden with 22 offices globally. As you can see from the map, a lot of it is strategically placed throughout Europe. We dedicate well over 120,000 hours a year to R&D to ensure that our services and offerings are in line with current regulatory requirements, and you're getting the best use out of our service. And we have a reach of over 4.5 million businesses through our open, secure network. So at this stage, I would like to thank you for your time today, and I hope you found this presentation useful. And feel free to reach out to me directly should you have any questions, but I'm happy to take any questions now if there are any. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Bear with me. Okay, we're going to pop James' face on the screen, and then we have a question already, but if there's any more questions that you'd like to add, now is your chance. So the first question we have, James, is with the EDI integration, does Pagero handle all the translation and conversion from supplier format to IFS, XML, and vice versa?
In answer to your question, yes, we will work with you to determine exactly what the requirements are with regards to enabling that connection. But yes, we can essentially connect though. Yeah. Okay.
And let's just give everybody a moment to catch up with us because we're a little bit ahead of our watchers, and to see if we get any more questions. If not, we can obviously field any questions after the event.
Absolutely, yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Bear with me. Okay, well, we've got no more questions coming through at the moment, but I think that our watchers are still watching the end of your presentation. So. Okay. Okay, we're going to leave questions for now, and if anyone has any questions, and we've gone a little bit too early, I apologise, but we will wrap it up here, a short one today. And if you have any questions, then feel free to send them through to me, and I will speak to James after the event, and we'll go from there. So we hope you enjoyed that and found it to be useful and informative. Big thank you to James for his presentation, and thank you to Pagero for supporting the IFS UK and Ireland user group summer conference. We have 14 more events planned. We've added another 2 events this week, so please have another look, and we're still in conversation with other partners to have more events over the next few weeks and months, so please keep an eye on our events page. We hope to see you all again at an event very soon. Thank you all very much for attending today, and thank you for your continued support of the user group. Please send us feedback about this event so that we can improve if necessary. Stay safe and well, and hopefully we'll see you all in person in the not too distant future. Thank you very much, James. Bye bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye, guys.